No pressure. Oh, well, I'm only 4 because I had to be apparently, according to Dave. Yeah, well, the first training was we all started. Break, and then 2021. Like back then. Oh, yeah. Somebody had to do it wrong. about starting server bands too. Yeah, I saw them. So how much more time before the next one? Right. So I'll get maybe Jack and Colin to do those two. They're going to run at the same time. Will they run all the... Right. Okay. No, just so they do their own line calls. I mean, it's on here. If you watch that when it's happening, I mean, I'm watching it as two. But if you see it, it goes. I say call and I put it to the call. Yeah. And if you know what foot it is, then just put fold, right foot, left foot, or perfect. Officially told that, but I won't be 3 games. I don't. No, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah. should we leave people out anyway? Yeah, that's fine. No problem. Okay. Okay, so the pool will be together with the top.
Which is 4 and it's really risky. This one, that's cool. Oh yeah, this is my live. Yes, oh.
It's Helen. Okay, welcome to the Pickleball Australian Seniors inaugural tournament coming from Currumbin. On the court currently we have Helen Roach and John Vickery doing battle. They're from the Gold Coast. Joining me in the commentary box today I have a very special person from Ballina. I think you'll know her by her voice and her laugh.
Oh, thank you, Ron. I'm going to enjoy this little tit-a-tat with you this morning, and I'm looking forward to some good games.
Yeah.
Some good games this morning.
For those of you who didn't recognise the voice, we've got Kim Pickering here.
I'm sure I'll laugh at some stage.
Yes. So this is currently the 65 to 69, 2.5 to 2.99 group. Last of their round robin games, and then we'll go straight into some gold medal playoffs. So, yep, hang around. This is going to be a very interesting day. So, Kim, how's it going? How's the pickleball going down in Ballina?
Our Ballina club is going from strength to strength. We have our beautiful indoor centre that we share with the rest of the Ballina community, run by Ballina Council. We have more than 120 members at this stage. Lots of older people, which will be, I'm sure, joining this seniors tournament. We have about a dozen of Ballina competitors here today to join in this inaugural seniors tournament.
Fantastic.
Which is fabulous. We're so excited about it. We've been following the organisational brilliant skills of Ron and his team, getting this tournament together. So we're very excited to be coming up and joining and meeting lots of lovely people. I've already met a lot of lovely people in all the tournaments I've played in the past, but this is going to be a special one, and I'm really happy that some of our seniors from Ballina can join in the fun that this couple of days is going to bring for us all. So, yeah.
First tournament that's been played in Australia for just over 60-year-old people. So we've got the oldest person we've got competing this weekend is an 87-year-old guy from Toowoomba.
Wow, that's brilliant. Oh, gee, I hope I'm still moving at 87, Ron.
Yes.
Do you think I can still do it?
He's looking for younger partners all the time.
Oh, well, you better introduce me to him. It might be good for him.
Yeah. Dear. He's coming to our social function tonight. He's bringing 3 of his women along as well.
Oh, my goodness. Well, he doesn't want a 4th then, so that's too much to handle, I'm sure, for an 87-year-old. Can't wait to meet him.
Yep.
That will be brilliant. What a brilliant situation to be able to play this awesome game at that age.
It's fantastic. Gives us something to aspire to.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, I have some heroes in the club at Ballina. I have some heroes that I look up to too. We have a nearly 80-year-old lady that's actually playing today. Beth. Yep.
Oh, so, yeah, Beth. Yeah.
Beth's nearly 80 and she's moving around the court like a champion. So watch out for Beth, all you other seniors out there today.
Don't take her for granted.
No, absolutely not. It's going to be awesome. Yeah.
Oh, just a little aside. The lady in the, what colour would you call that down the other end?
Apricot?
Apricot? Yeah, that's Helen Roach from the Gold Coast Pickleball Club. And it just so happens to be her birthday today. So a big shout out to H.
Oh,
lovely
happy
lady.
birthday, Helen.
Yeah.
Is she disclosing her age, Ron?
I
Or
can't
no?
say that. Can't say that. No.
She's an awesome senior. That's all we're going to say.
Maybe at our social function tonight at the Dust Temple, she might, after a glass of wine, she might divulge how old she is.
Oh, she'll be dancing on the tables, maybe. Depends how well she does today, I guess.
Yep.
But yeah, they're looking great.
She's also helping out. She's a registered nurse, so she's also helping out in case we have any accidents here. So good on her for putting a hand up to help out as well.
Oh, that's lovely.
Right, we've switched over to Court 3 now, Kim, and we've got a real battle here between some Gold Coasters.
Okay, I recognise Peter.
Peter Lee.
Yes. And who's his partner, Ron? Do you recognise his partner?
Anne LaCourte.
Oh, okay, Anne.
And then down the other end, have we got a combination down the other end? Kay Benison and John Collins.
Are they Gold Coasters, Ron?
Yeah, they're Gold Coasters.
Okay. Well, it'll be a very competitive game, no doubt, then. They probably know each other's games very
They
well. So
do.
this will be really interesting.
Inside out.
Yes, okay. This will be a battle. And I love the matching outfits with Peter and Anne.
Yes, Anne wasn't.
That's perfect.
Anne wasn't so sure about it, but she made some quick alterations on the spot.
Oh, good on you, Anne. I love it. I love it, Dave.
Yes.
Team effort there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, we have a little announcement to make. John down the other end is actually a frustrated musician, singer, has performed at various venues all around Currumbin, and at great expense to our committee, he's decided and approved to put his world tour on hold, and he's performing live tonight at the Dust Temple.
Oh, I can't wait. What sort of music does he do, Ron? Is it...
He adapts it. There'll be a little pickleball sing-along. He brings, I don't know how he does it, but he brings this group of females along as backup singers as well. So,
I love it.
yeah.
Oh,
So that's a treat in store. Hi, Kaz. Okay, this is getting serious between the Gold Coasters now.
is this still the round robin?
This is maybe the last game of the round robins.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The people in the Hawaiian shirts down this end, Pete and Anna, they have the wind behind them, so it's a
A bit challenging.
bit challenging, yes.
Yep, we all have to learn how to adapt to that wind, don't we?
Yes. In America, pickleball is predominantly an outdoor sport. They just don't think it should be played indoors at all.
Okay. Yep. And I find both games. I find them very different. The outdoor play and the indoor play is very different generally. So yep.
So Willumbar's got 8 outdoor courts down there, haven't they?
They do.
Yeah.
They do. They've introduced that as part of their tennis.
Okay.
To basically encourage younger children to take up tennis on a smaller court, but also it benefits the pickleballers. And the last time we were down there, Ron, you and I, there was a few keen people. I'm not sure how they're going, but beautiful courts. If anybody wants an outdoor game near Moolumbar, a lovely little town,
Yes.
yep, go down and have a hit down there.
Yeah, fantastic. So we've just finished, I think, the round robin matches for the division for 65 to 69-year-olds, 2.5 to 2.99. So hang around and we should have some semi-finals and then some bronze and gold medal matches.
Thank you.
Donna Selby, one of the Pickleball Seniors Committee's out taking a few photos at the moment of the combatants from the Gold Coast. We've got competitors here from all over Australia today, so you've got people from Perth, Melbourne, Sydney, Northern Coast, New South Wales, then right through Queensland, right through the Gold Coast, Sunshine Coast, right up Harvey Bay, Yeppoon, and then Rockhampton. So people have come from far and wide to participate in our first tournament. So congratulations to everyone for making the effort. Big thank you. We've got just under 150 players.
Wow, that's awesome, Ron. And credit to the organisers. I can't believe how much effort goes into this, what fun it's going to be, what they're offering. Dinner's out. There's an ice bath. We get, we get some aches and pains. We can jump in the ice bath. There's a lot of things that this tournament is offering to people. There's masseuse, there's people selling magnesium cream, because, as you age, your muscles get sore, so the old magnesium will be wonderful. We've got our coffee van. We've got some people manning a barbecue. Well, I hope they're manning a barbecue. I'll need to eat a little bit later. So, yeah, what an awesome effort it is today. It's all okay. Yeah, so Mismo, they're one of the sponsors. They're an Australian-owned company. With an affordable range of natural skincare, and most importantly...
You don't need that, Kim.
Oh, Ron, I love Ron. That's why I'm here, hey, commentating with him. I love him. Okay, so so they're Mismo is the company. So they offer makeup, they offer natural pain management and exercise recovery products.
A lot of magnesium in their products too.
Yes. I'm an advocate for the old magnesium, can't do without it. So the ice bath, it's actually called Rick's Recovery, offering specialised treatments to support and heal your body, especially after tough pickleball sessions, everything from float therapy to ice bath.
Which one floats your boat?
I'm game enough to hop in an ice bath. What about you? Would you ever hop in an ice bath?
Oh, good question, yeah. Maybe not so much now, but yeah, have done it in the past.
Oh, I don't know. My pickleball partner, who's much younger than I am, she swears by them, and I must admit she is fit. So,
Roberta?
Yes. So Roberta, she would be jumping in that ice bath if she was able to here. She actually made me have a cold shower when we played in the last tournament. She said it was going to work, and it worked. We won gold. So there you go. So maybe Rick's Recovery is the way to go.
Was that down at the New South Wales Open?
That was at the New South Wales Open. So yeah.
And you won gold?
And we won gold.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah, I know. We did really well.
Ice bath, maybe something in it for everyone.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. So we'll go for the Rick's Recovery team. That's fantastic.
Okay.
Ronnie, who else is sponsoring us today?
We've got a company called What's Pickleball Australia. And you may ask, what is Pickleball Australia? They supply hardcourt pickleball flooring for indoor and outdoor use. So if you've got a surface that you think you want to play pickleball on, but it might have a couple of cracks or not quite right, you can purchase this rollout flooring and it gives you an instant pickleball court.
Wow, could we put that on the driveway, you think, Ronnie, if we had enough driveway?
For sure.
Well,
yep.
What an awesome thing. I'm going to take their number down.
Yep.
That's fantastic.
The owner of this company is currently playing here in the day, so we might get him and interview him later on and get a bit more detail in regard to that.
Oh, excellent. Yes, I will get his number because there is a place that I want to put a pickleball court on. So that's fantastic.
Yep.
What fantastic sponsors.
And then we've been lucky enough to get the Pickleball Superstore, who are a great supporter of Australian pickleball. They have donated the balls for this tournament, so that's a great thing that we've had. And they are your one-stop shop for everything pickleball. Check out their website. That is Pickleball Superstore.
Yeah, they're awesome. We've all purchased something through them. They're a great company.
Nick and his wife do a fantastic job in supporting pickleball.
Yes, lovely people. Okay. And we've got the Gold Coast Pickleball Club, who are organising the sausage sizzle here today for us, for all us seniors. Keep us fed, keep our energy up. Great volunteers. Very, very lucky, the Gold Coast Pickleball Club, to help out on this awesome event.
Yep. Well, they've been a great help in getting us this tournament underway. With their court hire, what they've done, they've thrown in donations and everything like that. So to Alan and his committee, we'd like to say a big thank you. That is to the Gold Coast Pickleball Courts, one of the few venues in Australia that have dedicated pickleball courts. So once again, thank you to Alan and his committee.
And I see, Ron, that we've got a table full of paddles, products that we can buy, raffle tickets. There's obviously some great donated things there that hopefully one of us might win a few things. So Just another special thing for this tournament. Just a little bit of additive, basically. So.
Donna and Malcolm Selby have done a fantastic job in dealing with the sponsors and getting all these wonderful prizes.
Now, Ronnie, I might have to leave you for a minute. I just need to know whether I need to go and warm up soon for my game. So I might just have to leave you for a while and just stick down. I'm going to tackle one of these courts and try and get on one and have a little bit of a warm up before the gold medal matches come on.
Be warned, this lady doesn't need much of a warm up.
Oh, thank you, Ron. Yes, I will. There'll be some nice packets out there. And I'm playing with new partners today, so it'll be a lovely experience for them. Well, I hope it's a lovely experience for them because I love the tournament, so I'm hoping that they will enjoy it as much as I do.
Who's your partners today, Kim?
I've got Michael Dow from Ballina.
Oh, yeah, yep.
Yes. So we'll be playing in the 60 to 64, 3.5 to 3.99 division. And I'm playing with Julie Rollison tomorrow in the women's doubles in the same division. So I'm hoping, I wanted to encourage them, I'm hoping they're going to enjoy this tournament as much as I love coming here and meeting all the beautiful people.
Yep.
I love it.
Just a little aside, I think Kim's become a grandmother for the first time.
I have, Ron. Yes, I have a beautiful, nearly 2.5-week-old granddaughter.
Wow. How did you drag yourself away?
Well, I'll be going after the tournament. That's the first place I'm going. I'm going to go up there and see how they're going. And they live 2 hours drive away, or Brisbane. I'm, living in Ballina, a 2-hour drive. So it's only another hour when I leave here. So I can't wait. I know, very distracting.
Yes.
I know.
And is this your first one?
This is my first one.
Oh, big congrats to you and Daniel.
Thank you, Ron. Yes, yep. We're Nana Kim and Papa Dan. So I don't know how poor little Indigo's going to say that name, but anyway, that's
Indigo.
what we are.
Indigo. Okay.
So yes.
What a great name.
Yes, yeah, beautiful. So yes, we can't wait. We can't wait to spend lots of time with her, and it will be a bit of a distraction from all the pickleball tournaments coming up. But I'm sure I'll be able to balance everything very well.
As you do.
Yes. Okay, thanks, Ron. We'll talk later.
Thanks, Kim. Okay, on court 3 we have... Court 3, yes, we have a semi-final coming up, I believe. Looks like it's between Peter Lee and Anne Lacourt. Look like they're playing Kay Bennison and John Collins. Another Gold Coast match. There will be a referee, Margot Trednick from Noosa. She's in charge of the referees Australia-wide. Does a great job. So Margot will be repping this semi-final.
Yes.
We'll also have her, she'll be mic'd up to call the score as well. So this is another innovation. Beside court 3 on court 4, we have another semi-final match, and that's going to be between Julie Brodie and Michael Brodie of the Gold Coast versus John Vickery and Helen Roach. He's just about ready to start the semi-final match. $65-69, 2.5 by 2.99.
Look how noisy it is. That's how noisy it is.
Okay, Kay serving. Into the wind. Okay, Peter serving with the wind now. Good deep serve. Had a bit too much on it for John. Good pick up by Anne. John's put it away beautifully. Don't hit it to John's forehand. You will lose.
What?
Okay, side out. Hannah to serve.
No, they're not because it's wet. Oh, it's really.
Great drive from John. Man of many skills, many talents. Good pickup. Oh, the lob. Oh, great effort, Pete.
Terry, or Frank, one of you is doing joint commentary. Yeah. Well,
You go. I'll do this now like you just know.
yeah.
Okay, joining me in the commentary box now, we have Terry Keeley from Queenscliff.
Ocean Grove.
Ocean Grove. He's the chairman of Pickleball Australia's Seniors Committee. Does a great job. Terry's been responsible for setting up several clubs down on the Bellarine Peninsula on the down in Victoria. Terry, how many clubs have you helped set up down there, and which ones?
Yep, so we started off at Ocean Grove in 2020, and in the last 12 months essentially, we've set up a club at Drysdale, which is about 20 minutes from us, and then we've just set up a club at Leopold, and we assisted in setting up a club at Torquay and another club in Central Geelong. So we've got 5 now in terms of our small region on the Bellarine Peninsula and in Geelong. So it's been a tremendous growth of pickleball in that region. It's just exploded.
Yep. Has this really kicked on? Like COVID obviously hit Victorian very hard, so there wouldn't have been much pickleball going on back then. But since the COVID restrictions have been released, has there been a real upsurge in?
Absolutely, Ron. You know, you're right. COVID really had an impact, and I remember when we started for a month, shut down for 2 months, and that was the pattern for 2 years essentially. But there's been huge growth in pickleball in that region in particular. Initially when we started talking to people about it, there was, what is pickleball? But now it's people are ringing me on a weekly basis, daily basis almost, saying, where can I play? And the growth has been amazing.
Yeah. Well, it was highlighted to me by the fact that when the Victorian Open was on this year, which was only roughly about a month ago, I think there was about 130 participants in last year's Vic Open. This year there were 377 players registered to play in that tournament.
Absolutely. We've got a percentage of our people went to that tournament, and they really enjoyed that process of getting involved in tournaments, which is really hasn't happened all that much in Victoria. But as you say, because of the numbers, there's a percentage of people that are really finding tournaments the next step in their development, I guess.
Yep.
And we're really excited about the more tournaments. We ran one last year, a Victorian Teams Open event at Drysdale. And at that point, we had 12 courts. At that point, that was the biggest tournament that had ever been run in Victoria.
Yep.
We ran that in conjunction with Pickleball Victoria. And I think we had 120-something people from memory on one day tournament. And this one eclipsed that. The Vic Open eclipsed that by a long way. So fantastic.
What I found amusing was about 2 years ago, I actually come from Mornington, and I met with the council sporting coordinator who had never heard of pickleball, so I just happened to have a net and some paddles and some tape in the back of my car, so I agreed to meet her at the Mornington Leisure Centre.
Yep.
So then she met me there, thought the game was great. Some sessions started there, and then she also was responsible for starting it at Somerville Leisure Centre. So when I went down there about 18 months later, I was able to play at those 2 venues. And then lo and behold, when the Vic Open was held this year, guess where they held it?
Yeah,
Somerville.
yeah, fantastic facility, isn't it?
Yeah, great indoor facility. Yeah. So just shows you.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the issues we struggle with, and this I think the game is it's going to be very facility dependent in terms of the cap of numbers. We really need to work on that, and we've liaised with the council. We're hoping of getting an 8-court facility, an outdoor facility, very shortly, in some old tennis courts that are sort of not used anymore. Actually, I forgot a club, Queenscliff, has just come on, so that's 6 clubs. Actually.
6 clubs.
So they've converted outdoor tennis courts. I think they've got 5 down there at Queenscliff. So, so if we can get some more facilities, that's the only thing limiting us down there in Victoria. Is I guess it's the same everywhere, but yeah.
Yeah, for a state that was lagging behind, partially due to COVID, boy, you're sure catching up down there.
Yeah, we are catching up. I mean, we would have probably 300 or 400 members in those 4 or 5 clubs. So. And 12 months ago we probably had 100, so that gives you an idea of the growth rate of what's going on in our region.
Yeah, but it's not only Victoria and Queensland. I mean, the game's New South Wales, it's going gangbusters there. Western Australia's just had their state championships that was well attended. Tasmania have got a Open coming up, so pickleball's going gangbusters there as well. It's just being publicised so much now, national TV. It's all over national TV on a regular basis.
Absolutely. I think that's the point I was making before. People starting to know about it, and if they haven't seen it, oh yeah, I've heard of pickleball.
Yep.
12 months ago, that certainly wasn't the case in Victoria. It was just it was like pulling teeth to try and explain to people what pickleball was. But so many people you talk to, because of the exposure. The Pro League, the Nick Kyrgios, Nick Kyrgios is getting into the team, and LeBron James is having, a team, and so that sort of stuff really.
What about the exhibition match between Agassi and McEnroe and that? I mean, it was the most watched sporting program on American TV. It was beating ice hockey, it was beating baseball, it was beating basketball.
Yeah.
So this one particular match of, the old tennis greats got the most viewers, in American TV that night.
Yeah, no, it's huge value in that, It's huge to get big names like that playing the game.
Yep.
And the other thing, there was some criticism from one of our tennis players. I can't think of the name. Mm. But even that is good publicity.
Yes.
It was something about old tennis players.
Yes.
Well, fine, we'll take that.
Yeah.
We'll take that as there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, Andre Agassi said beforehand, pickleball, what a joke. After playing that game, he was interviewed and he said, as far as he's concerned, he'd love to play pickleball every day until he's no longer here.
Yeah, well, there's plenty of us like that now, I think, and that's been that's one thing I've found with it. I've been involved in sport a long time, but I find people get into this game and they I don't want to use the term fanatic, but they get so involved. Addicted is a good word. They get so involved, and which is great.
Yeah, but we actually have to slow them down because, once you get over 45 and 50 and they get a hit of pickleball, we have to sort of back them off. They get on the court and seriously, we can't get them off. It just releases this competitive juice in people that, people think that it's finished for them. Well, playing pickleball, it rejuvenates it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, how many sports can you take up when you're 50, 60, 70, and as you had someone, here at 88, how many sports can you take up at that age and, still, be competitive at and be, it doesn't wreck you physically. So I think pickleball is really unique in that sense. You're right, some of our people really go hard at it, no doubt about that, including yourself.
But we cross over generations, Terry. Like you can have a 9-year-old grandson playing with their 90-year-old great-grandparent.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's, for those people that are thinking about taking the sport up, think about that situation where, even if you're 20 or 30, you've got 60 years to play, but you can still do it with 50 or 60, and what a great thing to be able to play with your grandkids.
Yes, and be competitive.
And have fun. With that. So.
It's starting to flow through into schools now. It's becoming part of the curriculum in a lot of schools as well.
We have done a lot of schools in our region, and the phys ed staff actually love it. I was a phys ed teacher, so I'm sorry that pickleball wasn't around when I was teaching, but because it's so transferable to other sports. we had a sport called bat tennis. We played for a long time.
Yes, I remember that. Yeah. Hand tennis.
Yeah. So pickleball is such a so much more going for it than most sports in terms of skill development, in terms of transfer, in terms of a leading game. You know, amazing what it can do in a sports curriculum. So,
Yep. And a number of pickleball players that are doing road trips or travelling interstate, they always now pack the paddles in their suitcases or backpacks or whatever. Yeah, and on the odd chance they'll find out where they're going if there's any pickleball sessions. And guess what?
yeah. Well, we've done that. We started up in Noosa last year, the year before, and just travelled down the coast and found out where people were playing. People very welcoming, you know.
Yes.
You come in, hi, how you going? And we found the Gold Coast here, and we've been back here 3 years in a row now, and just love it here. It's just, so people are so welcoming, and so it's such a great social, you know, going out for coffee with people now, playing games, getting involved in tournaments. It's just a great community of people, pickleball people.
Yes. Well, that's one big thing that not only is it the competition when you're actually playing, but the other side of the coin, which to me is as equally as important, is the socialisation afterwards. And as you said, it can be, you know, in the morning. When you finish, there's lots of places to have a coffee and get to know the people and discuss your pickleball stories. And then if it happens to be later in the day, getting around 4 o'clock, then you can have something a little bit stronger, maybe a glass of beer and some wine and some cheese. So, we went down on a little road trip down to Victoria and called into Halliday Point, and we were treated so well. We got rained out, but that didn't matter. We got invited round and just met so many nice, wonderful, friendly people.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we did the same thing on the lap stop in Canberra. Canberra's relatively new in terms of development, but they've really got it going on. And we played 2 days, you know, just called in, stopped, two games. That was great.
All right. Well, unfortunately, Terry's being marshalled by his wife, Fran. I think he's got to jump on a court and start competing.
I do.
We were just getting comfortable, Terry, too.
Not again, I'm sure.
Yeah, good luck. Thanks for dropping in.
Thank you.
Fine, Ken. Thank you very much, Terry Keeley. Chairman of Pickleball Australian Seniors Committee, does a great job.
I think I need sunglasses.
No sunglasses required. We've had a couple of rain interruptions already this morning. Hopefully we won't get too many more. This is the first day of a 2-day competition from Currumbin on the Gold Coast. Today is mixed doubles day. Tomorrow we have the gender-based doubles. The youngest age group we have is 60 to 64. The oldest is 75 plus. So we'll endeavour to get as many on the show courts as what we can. The Brodies are currently, Julie Brodie currently serving, very competitive, loves playing tournaments with her husband Mick. Good serve with the wind. Helen Roach, the birthday girl, gets it back. Oh,
Very well. Yes.
Julie serving again, deep breath. Using the wind well. Yes, we're going to switch over to court 3 now. Where we have John and Kay playing against Anna and Pete. Fairly windy today, roughly 20k, 25k gusts of wind, making it difficult for the players, but we're adapting well.
Calling scores. I can find it good when you put down. But then it goes, it's going to work.
Good pickup.
So the test would be
Good pickup, John. Kay, well done, Kay. Nice block volley there.
if you want to switch to another to this code, just press this auto and it goes.
Thank you. Sure. Okay. We have another guest commentator, this time from Halliday Point, northern New South Wales, near Taree. Great venue for pickleball. You are made to feel most welcome. We have Sheila. Welcome, Sheila. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks very much. Good to be here.
Can you tell us a little bit about your club and how it got started and how it's evolving at the moment?
About 4.5 years ago, I went to the States and found out about this wonderful game of pickleball and found out that the closest it was being played to us was 2 hours away. So I bought 4 paddles, invited friends to give it a try, and we now have 80 members at Halliday's Point and 2 venues.
That's fantastic, Sheila. Now also Taree, there's currently some work done on courts there at the moment, is that correct?
Yes, we've gotten access to three tennis courts that were being decommissioned, and we've transformed them into 9 pickleball courts.
That's fantastic, Sheila. I wish this was happening more on tennis complexes throughout Australia, where you drive past and see the lack of utilisation of these courts and you think, my goodness, wouldn't it be fantastic to have some pickleball courts there? So hopefully that's going to be more of a common theme, that disused and unused tennis courts are being converted to pickleball courts, because, as you know, you can fit, I think, 4 pickleball courts on 1 tennis court, roughly.
You can. We were a little more generous with our space, so we have 9 on 3, but our center court is not only a center show court, but it'll be able to be used for wheelchair pickleball because the dimensions are wider and longer.
Yep. Isn't that fantastic that wheelchair pickleball can, that participate? You see some wheelchair contestants playing in some tournaments. It's just great to see.
It is.
Yes. You've got a New South Wales Regional Championship coming up soon too, haven't you?
We do. Registrations close on April 30th. It will be held at our Taree venue. And we currently have about 110 participants registered, and we'll be maxing out at 150. It's over 2 days. It's an outdoor tournament, so we're hoping for nice weather.
Yeah, fingers crossed there.
Yes.
Yes, as what we're experiencing here today. We've had a couple of rain delays, but the camaraderie is getting us through. The pickleball fraternity, just everyone chips in, squeegees the court when there's a squall comes through. We have a 15-20 minute break, and then all of a sudden everyone's back on the court again. So that wouldn't happen without the goodwill of the players.
We're watching and learning for our tournament.
Yes, good luck. Pray for the weather gods to look after you. So Sheila, who are you playing with today?
Today I've played with Paul Boniface.
Okay, can you give us a little bit of background on Paul? And
Paul and I are neighbours. Paul came from a hockey background. He's represented Australia in Masters hockey at a variety of places, but discovered pickleball when I was walking around with my 4 paddles saying, who wants to learn a new game? So he's been there from the very start.
yeah, he's been a tremendous advocate of pickleball. I mean, what he does, he's big on social media. Every day when I wake up and jump onto Insta or Facebook, guess what? There's photos of what's happening down at Halliday Point, and that's basically because of Paul.
Yes. He's also the hardest worker because the paint that we've done at our new pickleball courts in Taree has mostly been done by Paul.
Yeah. Yes, he had a little, gave me a little update earlier on and was saying how well it was going. But once again, the weather intervened and he'd painted half a court and then a squall came through and he had to redo that court. But that's just the type of dedication that Paul provides.
Absolutely.
Yep. So you wouldn't meet a nicer bloke. He has been on the New South Wales Pickleball Committee, I think.
Yes.
Yes, and I think he's stepped down from that, but he's doing a fantastic job, as you are, Sheila, with Halliday Point.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for popping in.
Well, that was what that goes with that. You'll need another seat.
Thank you, Sheila. Okay, we have a gold medal match
That would be really fantastic.
on.
Yeah, you've got to just get
We have a gold medal match about to occur on court 3. Belinda. And it is the 65 to 69, 3.0 to 3.49. And I believe Belinda Ingram from the Gold Coast and her partner Terry Williams from Pizzey Park. Terry's a very cagey player. Don't underestimate him at your own peril. And I'll just see who they're playing.
In the meantime,
We'll switch back to court 4. That looks like they're shaking hands there. I'd say, yeah, Julie and Michael Brodie have won through there.
The official, the gold matches are officiated. The gold matches.
I'll switch here back. Okay, look who we have on the court there. We have Pickleball Australia's chairperson, president, Jen Ranamurphy, who I think has just been interviewed on one of the local TV channels. So great to see Jen here. Thanks for making the time. Just waiting for these medal matches to get underway. Won't be long. Ian Goldie is doing a fantastic job as court captain on courts 3 and 4. Not an easy job. Jen's just shaking the hands of Michael Brodie. Margot Tredenik, the referee, is just explaining what she wants out of the competitors, what they can and can't do. Margot's probably Australia's most experienced ref at the moment, doing a great job in getting refs to attend courses, and the number of refs that we're getting joining up is fantastic now, because we really need them for our tournaments, especially for the medal games, because they get very competitive. And people start, there's a line where the red meets the blue, that white line there. You are not allowed to volley if you're standing within that white line and red. So that's called the kitchen. And yeah, people get called out once they get to the medal matches because they've got referees watching that line. Can cause a great deal of angst amongst competitors, but the referee is impartial. Won't be long. The referees are just giving the participants what is expected of them. 1 game to 15, swap ends at 8. Wow, we've got pickleball royalty here today. We've got, whack over the head. Thanks very much, Jen.
Nice.
We've got, at a great expense, Jen Ranamurthy, who's the Australian Pickleball Pickleball Association President. So welcome, Jen. Thanks for dropping in.
No worries, my pleasure. I'm really excited to be here. And I'm not president, I'm just board chair.
You're just board chair, sorry.
No such thing as president of Pickleball Australia president, and that's a good thing.
Right.
Talk to the microphone, not to
Okay, so thanks for joining us down here on the Gold Coast today. That's the first Pickleball Australia Seniors tournament. So, yeah, it seems to be going well, even with the weather delays.
Yes, really positive feel out here. Everyone's really enjoying themselves, and there's some good matches happening. I've been watching some great rallies.
Good. Jen, just give us a little update on where you see pickleball, where it's going currently. I believe you've just appointed someone to give you a hand.
Yep, Brendan Lee. He's a great appointment into the executive officer position, and has sort of stepped into the role really comfortably and is doing a great job so far.
Okay. You seem to be breathing a bit easier as a result. Is that right?
Yes, of course I am. I think what it's done is it's enabled me to be able to start looking at other things and look more at our strategy moving forward, as Brendan worries about the more day-to-day issues that occur with pickleball. And he's also focusing on developing our brand and developing our connection with businesses and the community.
Okay, Jen, is it true? I heard a little rumour that after the Australian Tennis Open this year that there was a little meeting held that you were involved in?
There was a meeting with Tennis Australia,
Yes.
and we're speaking to them at the moment.
Okay.
And nothing's been formalised, but we're looking at hopefully working with Tennis Australia in some way, shape or form.
Yep.
And potentially across working with facilities. Obviously, there's lots of tennis clubs, especially in the regional areas where having pickleball would be beneficial.
Yep.
But at present, nothing's been decided as yet. But we're having good conversations.
Yeah, it seems to be there's a strong movement in regard to state, like Queensland's Tennis Association, New South Wales Tennis Association. They seem to be coming on board with pickleball, but it's really hard to get to that grassroots level where you come down to club level. We've seen that on the Sunshine Coast, especially on the northern side of the Sunshine Coast. We're just having real trouble getting that synergy going between pickleball and tennis.
It will come.
It will come.
It just takes time.
Yeah.
And it takes working out exactly how you want it to work. You want both. The most important thing is that you want both sports to be able to thrive.
Sure.
And work compatibly.
Yep.
And
Not to be seen as a threat. Yes.
And we're not a threat. They're very different sports. They cater for very different types of players,
Yep.
and obviously very different demographics, which is one of the reasons that pickleball seniors is such an early development in the development of pickleball in Australia. Is that we have a large number of people that are in, well, our average age at the moment is 59. And we have a large number of players in the 50 plus and 60 plus demographic. So we want to be able to make sure that we support them and that we provide them with the playing opportunities, as many as possible.
Yeah. Because the feedback we were getting before this idea came up about the seniors was there were a lot of players that were semi-retired and retired who wanted to dip their toe into tournament play, but most of the tournaments that were set up weren't really catering towards 60-plus players. So we just felt there was a need there to get them and to encourage them to have a go at tournament play and see whether it suits them or not.
Yeah, I think there was a space there for the 60-plus players, but I think it was tending to be for players who were already on the court and feeling confident.
Yes.
This pickleball seniors approach will help support new players and people who are just coming back into sport after a long time out, who aren't necessarily as confident about entering a tournament, but if they see it's focused solely on their demographic,
Yes.
It provides a really supportive environment for them to start being introduced to the concept.
Yes, like some of them were entering tournaments, but the feedback we were getting was they had to play in lower age groups and they were getting smashed. So, you know, by having these age groups, we're hopefully alleviating that thrashing of teams because they're entering right age divisions.
Yeah, well, part of it is that there'll be more of those ages able to enter in these tournaments or feel more comfortable doing it.
Yes.
And that will be that will then result in enough players of that age bracket being there, and we get tournaments where people are playing their own age group.
Yeah.
And that's really positive.
Yeah, we've noticed at our club at Noosa, in the last 2 years, when our doubles classic has been run, we've actually set the Saturday aside for lesser skilled players, lesser rated players, and the take up of that has been fantastic. Yeah, so Saturday for the people that, lower ranked, and then Sunday for the more skilled players, and we think it's a great combination.
Yeah, it is. And one of the top priorities for Pickleball Australia is that because this is such an accessible sport, and two, has the capacity to be highly inclusive. It is not just for elite, it is not just for young, it is not just for the strong and the fit and the trainers, but it's for everybody to be able to get on a court.
Yep.
And so we have to remember that and make sure that we're providing competitive opportunities for all levels.
Yep. It was great. There was a little bit of concern. There's tournaments popping up all over the place. I mean, there was another one released overnight. It's just tournament play is just booming. There was some concern amongst clubs that they were conflicting, running on the same weekends and stuff like that. But there's been a recent example of how much of a demand that there is, because the Noosa Classic was run on the same weekend as the New South Wales Open. The New South Wales Open had roughly how many participants?
Nearly 300.
300. So at the Noosa tournament, we got about 180. So it just shows you that the demand is there for tournament play.
Yeah, it is. And what it will be is it's about coordinating the calendar so that there's different types of tournaments happening on the same weekend. There's going to be clashes. We only have 52 weekends in a year, and not all of those are going to be available for tournament play.
Yes.
The advantage with seniors, though, is that there is also the capacity with this demographic to be able to play tournaments midweek.
Yes,
and you're
that's
targeting
right.
You're targeting a time of the day or a time of the week when often your younger players are not available.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the other side of it that we'll look at.
Yes.
But clashes will continue to increase and grow. Our hope is to try and protect the major tournaments and create a calendar or a plan that supports different types of tournaments for different players on the same day, so that we don't create clashes that cause conflict about where players want to play.
Sure. Yep. And there's some fun tournaments as well. I mean, the Slam Jam's a perfect example of a fun tournament. Loud music, really Americanised and everything like that. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but there's a niche market there.
There's capacity for all sorts of different tournaments. I would love to run a tournament where it was 100. The age brackets are 100 plus. 110
Yeah, great idea.
20 plus, 130 plus.
Yes.
And I want to play with one of my 76-year-old mates in one of those tournaments and get into the 130 plus age bracket. That would be brilliant.
Yes. Yep. No, there's so much scope for so many more tournaments with varying criteria. So. Yeah.
No, it's an exciting time for Pickleball in Australia. There's been dramatic growth in our membership, and while we probably have about 20 to 25,000 people playing Pickleball in Australia now,
How many, Jen?
20 to 25,000.
Wow.
So they're out there all playing and loving the sport, but obviously membership to a club, membership to a state association is something that's still
Lagging?
is second. There's always lags in every sport because there's got to be reasons for joining. And one of our challenges for this year is developing reasons for people to become members. Why should they become members?
Yep.
One of it is access to tournaments, which is important. It's protecting players who are in tournaments, so we know that everyone is insured and looked after. But we need to also have other reasons, and that's what we're working on at the moment, to make sure that we give members value for their membership fees. Our numbers, in saying that, our numbers are growing in about 100.
Wow. Yeah.
Every time we look at the numbers, we go, oh no, it's jumped. And it continues to jump. So thank you to everybody out there who does join Pickleball Australia, because without those membership fees and without joining, we can't do any of the development work that's required to make this sport winning.
Yeah, and get it into schools and things like that.
That's right.
Yeah. So hopefully Brendan's giving you a big hand with that.
Brendan's been fantastic.
Yeah. He's around too today, isn't he? Yeah. Might get him to do a little interview later on.
Oh, I'm sure he'd be happy to.
Yeah.
He's doing a great job, and we're here. We'll be having some meetings today while we're down here.
Oh, good.
So we try to make the most of the chances we get to meet together, because obviously he's based in the Bay.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So we've got a bit of rain at the moment.
Yes, we've got another little squall come through. Yeah, it's very scattered. We get this little squall come through. This is the third one we've had. Usually leads to a delay of roughly about half an hour, and then volunteers, well, they're back on the court squeegeing as we talk. So guess who it is? Paul Boniface. God, he's a hard worker.
He's a worker out there.
Yeah, look at that.
And, and I think the positive feel that is here today is great. I would encourage anyone who's over 60. I got asked if I was playing today, so I was really glad I could just say, no, I'm still too young.
Okay.
not long. But it's great to see the feel out here and to see people coming from everywhere to this event. We've had people, how far have they come for?
From Western Australia.
Okay.
Yeah. Victoria, obviously.
Yep.
Rockhampton. Yeah.
Up in the north.
Yeah.
Nice.
And anywhere in between. Yeah. But so if any club was looking to hold a seniors event, they don't have to be limited to starting their age divisions at 60. We can actually start them off at 50. Yeah.
So technically, you are a senior if you're 50 plus.
Yep.
And then again, like I was saying, there are many different formats into one that you can do.
Yeah.
It's up to you as well. If you want to host a particular type of tournament, that's fantastic.
Yep.
Just get them out there, get them promoted, talk to Pickleball Australia seniors about how to promote and how to get it recognised. They don't all have to be sanctioned set, but they can be recognised tournaments so that they still get the support with racket, support with promotion, and then we move forward.
Yeah. On that, we have another seniors tour event happening at Yeppoon, which will be great. Yeppoon has got, at the moment, 8 dedicated pickleball courts, and they're currently another 6 being converted. So by the time their tournament, or their festival they're calling it, starts off with a seniors event on the first weekend, then has a coaching clinic for 3 days midweek, and then ends up with a QPT tour event as well. So they're starting their seniors age divisions off at 50. So anyone that's looking for a trip up to Yeppoon mid-year to escape the winter blues down south, if you're over 50 and want to have a crack at tournament play, Yeppoon's the place to go. In actual fact, we've got Karen Latonovic and her husband John, who's the president, and Calvin Rasmussen, they're all on the committee. We'll be interviewing them later on, so no doubt they'll give their tournament a plug. But if any club's thinking about wanting to apply for a seniors tour event, come on board. It's so fun.
Very exciting. And at this point, I'd just like to say thank you to the members of the Pickleball Australia Seniors Committee, Donna and Malcolm Selby, Terry and Fran Keeley, obviously Ron sitting here next to me, and Paul Boniface, who's down at Halliday's Point. They've worked tirelessly to try and get the committee functioning and make sure that the structure's in place so that it's something that will grow and develop in the future. And it was from the brainchild of some of those guys that really got this thing going. So congratulations for making it happen. And here we go with tournament number 1 of many to come.
Tournament 1, yes. Okay, let's see where this goes. Yes. Okay, we've got another lady just out there who's, another club president who is doing an amazing job.
Yeah, because
we have Sue Brooks from the Harvey Bay Pickleball Club. Now, you wouldn't meet a more energetic lady than this, who has done a fantastic job in getting pickleball going at Harvey Bay, and currently she's working on getting some netball courts converted into pickleball courts. So, Sue, welcome. And can you give us a little update on how things are progressing at Harvey Bay?
Hi, Ron, and thank you. While we're waiting to go back on.
Yeah, another squall,
because it's just a little bit damp, which is annoying. At Harvey Bay, yes, we were lucky. It took nearly 12 months to have dialogue and then paperwork with the Fraser Coast Regional Council to lease half a dozen netball courts that are on bitumen at the rear of the local PCYC. And PCYC was where Harvey Bay started to be played for the first time ever in Harvey Bay.
Yep.
So there was this lovely expanse just over.
Waiting, sitting outside these PCYC courts, it was just...
Begging for someone to turn them into pickleball courts.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the thinking. So we formed the club, which was a more involved process than I anticipated.
She's still smiling.
Still surviving.
Yes.
And we ended up getting our lease on December the 1st last year. We took possession.
Okay.
We've had to spend money on getting them professionally cleaned.
Yes.
Because unless you have them cleaned, you can't fill the cracks and paint lines.
Mhm.
So we're just about to erect fencing
Yep.
and have properly marked Harvey Bay courts on that.
Okay. And how long's the lease for?
The lease is only 2 years with a 1 year option,
Okay.
which we're hoping will change as time goes forward. Council in Harvey Bay is developing a sports precinct,
Right.
and long term they would like us to be there. But we're pretty sure once we embed ourselves,
You get a toe in the door?
once we get the courts going there,
Yep.
I'm quite confident that pickleball will stay there.
Yep.
And if there's growth and need for more pickleball courts, then they'll probably build more.
Yep. Because you've got how many netball courts there?
There's 6.
6, so you've got plenty of room.
We've got plenty of room. But cracks have been a bit of a dilemma because it's a bitumen surface, the water table's very close underneath.
Yep.
So we actually have tweaked our layout
Yep.
to align the worst cracks which are along the netball court boundaries. Nobody knows why,
Yep.
but the worst cracks are on those white
Yep.
netball boundary lines. So we're making our pickleball court boundary lines match.
Okay.
So the worst cracks won't be on there.
Yep. Speaking of cracks, right here at Currumbin, there are cracks on these courts, which unfortunately, that we believe it's due to the freeway being built and the piling that's had to occur to, there's a bridge right near the courts. So hopefully when all the road construction's finished, they will be able to, get them redone. But they're starting to appear on most of the courts here too. So it seems to be a common problem.
Definitely is, and as we know, it's nice to have a lovely level surface to play pickleball on.
Yes.
And one without puddles, because if a pickleball hits a puddle, it's not very good at bouncing.
Yes. Well, that leads us into one of our sponsors, which is called What's Pickleball Australia. Colin Mendoza, who What's Pickleball Australia, he is the owner of this company. They supply hard court pickleball flooring for indoor and outdoor use, giving you an instant pickleball court. So I believe there are some courts in Australia that are currently using his product, which then alleviates the problem of cracking courts. So it's something to keep in mind. Yep, if anyone's got problems with courts that are cracking, maybe they want to contact Colin Mendoza, and his company is called What's Pickleball Australia. He's sponsoring our tournament here this week. So, maybe give him a shout out.
Definitely a great idea. Again, the more courts we get and people playing on pickleball courts, the merrier we will be.
Yep.
And it's been an interesting development. I've noticed a big change, especially in the last 3 months, when we've had some publicity, because there's Australian pickleball players now playing in America on the pro circuit there.
Yep.
And when I started playing pickleball about 2 years ago, if you went into the shops and you had your pickleball shirt on,
Yes, people would look. Yes. Yep.
and they'd be asking you what on earth is pickleball.
Yep.
And now, even here, coming to Currumbin, and we were checking in at the caravan park where we're staying, and we said to the managers as we were checking in, we've come to play pickleball.
Yep.
And they both said, oh, we've heard about it.
Yes.
So it's gone from people having no idea to people being aware that there is a sport called pickleball.
Yes. The publicity that has been getting nationally on national TV ever since the Australian Open has been fantastic. You know, Sunrise do, their weather shots from different clubs around Australia. So this is just happening more and more. We had a couple of our best players, Australia's best players, head off to America to play in the US Open. Sarah Burr and Martin Clark, and they were interviewed on national TV and just giving the sport great publicity. So this is happening more and more.
And definitely. We've got Mitch Hargreaves.
Mitch Hargraves, another one that's made the trip. Yep. I loved last year there was Dion Rule, who's a wheelchair athlete, and he went to America and competed in the US Open over there. So just the possibilities are unlimited. Yep.
Definitely. So I'm hoping that now the rain's stopping, that we can get back on our pickleball court. So I have to go and play for a bronze medal. And I haven't got a good track record of winning bronze medals. It's always the first time.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
thank you, Ron, for the opportunity to have a chat.
No worries. Thanks for popping in, Sue. Okay, we've got a little sponsors break at the moment. We've got five terrific sponsors who have put their hand in their pocket to help out the first Pickleball Australia's Seniors Tournament at Currumbin. The first one is Mismo, and Mismo is an Australian-owned company with an affordable range of natural skin care, and most importantly, for our senior pickleballers, pain management and exercise recovery products. So big shout out to Mismo, MISMO. Fantastic product, heaps of magnesium, natural remedies. Also, our next sponsor is Riggs Recovery, and they offer specialised treatments to support and heal your body, especially after a tough pickleball session. Everything from float therapy through to ice bars and everything in between. They have about 10 different types of sessions. So Riggs Recovery, they are on the Gold Coast, but they do have branches in other areas as well. Next sponsor is What's Pickleball Australia, and as I said before, they are suppliers of hard court pickleball flooring for indoor and outdoor use, giving you an instant pickleball court. So a big shout out to Colin Mendoza. He's the owner of that company, and Colin is participating here at Currumbin this week as well. So if you've got cracks in your courts and you're thinking about getting them fixed properly, Colin's the man to see. Okay, back to the action now. We have a warm-up session going on between this, I believe, is the gold medal match. Coming up. Between, I recognise a couple of faces there. We've got Belinda Ingram and Terry Williams. And I think they're playing Trixie. Yes. Yes. So Belinda and Terry are playing Trixie and Alan.
Go.
Terry Kerr's playing Suture. What is it?
So Sue Brooks, who is just being interviewed here from Harvey Bay, is now on the court, playing in a finals match. Another thing that's happened here today is a lot of players enter without having a partner, and they put their name down and we partner them up with people we find from all over Australia. So there's a lot of people forming teams here today for the first time. So this develops good relationships, good friendships, and more pickleball courts throughout Australia where we can play on. Okay, Terry serving now to Trixie. Well done, good smash, Belinda. Belinda's got a very strong tennis background, so pop the ball up to her at your own peril. Looks like they're on a roll at the moment, Terry and Belinda. Good shot. Bang, there it goes. Trixie, well done. Trixie hung in there well.
Someone calling Melbourne.
Okay, Trixie to serve with the win. Nice deep serve. Hard to lob with that wind behind you. Well done, Terry. Good smash. Puts it away. Easy to overhit those. Terry's been responsible for getting pickleball going down at Pizzey Park, which is on the Gold Coast about 20 minutes away from the Currumbin courts. So once again, another location that's being heavily patronised. Pickleball courts has several sessions running down there during the week. He and Erna have done a great job down there. You hear the scores? Scores? No?
Could not give it.
Okay. Bang. Well done. Yeah. Well put away by Trixie. Trixie, I believe, is from Harvey Bay. Made their journey down to the Currumbin to participate in this two-day midweek event. Okay, I'll give another plug to one of our great sponsors, and that's Pickleball Superstore. Nick Cooper and his beautiful wife, they're your one-stop shop for everything pickleball. They've been kind enough to donate the balls to our tournament, so once again, big congratulations to Mick. And lastly, but not leastly, the Gold Coast Pickleball Club, providing sausage sizzle and vouchers for help out our raffle. So to Alan and Vicky and the committee team, they've done a fantastic job in supporting this seniors tournament. The weather seems to have eased off for a while, which is a godsend. Hopefully we'll get through the mixed events today, which will leave tomorrow free for the gender doubles.
What?
These are probably the most utilised courts, pickleball courts in Australia. They start at 5 a.m. There is lighting here as well. And you get the younger aged pickleball players in their 30s and 40s coming to have a hit at 5 a.m. in the morning when the lights are on, then go home, have a shower, off they go to work, and then at 7 a.m. the sessions start, which are very, very well run by the Gold Coast Pickleball Club. They go through to late morning, and then in the afternoon, evening sessions start up again. So they've got the ability to play under lights as well. So they're actually talking about needing more courts. Hey, look who I've got back. I have got
I'm just waiting for these good matches to come off.
good matches, yeah.
I want to see some really hot shots happening.
Okay, we've got Kim
On the court, right?
back here. We've got Belinda Ingram and Terry Williams playing I'm not sure if this is gold, but against Trixie and Alan.
Okay, and is this a semi?
It may even be for a medal match, I think.
Medal match.
Yes.
Shall I go and I might go and ask.
Yes. Kim's just going to find out if this is a medal match.
Yes.
It is? Who said that?
Me.
Oh. It is? Gold?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes,
Medal match?
medal match.
Silver gold.
It's silver and gold they're playing off for. So, yeah, Belinda and Terry against Trixie and Alan. So, Kim, what have you been up to? Have you had a hit yet?
I just had a little, yes, I did have a little warm up. Yeah, a little bit breezy out there, which can affect, where the ball's going to land, which is always interesting for an indoor player like me. There's a lot of experienced outdoor players out there, so it makes it fun.
Yes.
You just have to laugh, don't you, sometimes?
You do, and don't you sell yourself short about being not an experienced outdoor player. I have seen you in action. Yes.
Well, I don't know where, Ron.
Ah!
Yes, I was lucky enough to play with Ron in a teams event in Brisbane. It was a huge day. We played nearly 12 hours.
We did play 12 hours with a half an hour break in the middle.
Yes, and it was amazing. It was a beautiful event. There were 4 of us in the team. I loved it. Loved the teams event. So yes, Ron, I have played a little bit of outdoor play.
Yes.
And it's fun. It just adds a little bit more challenge, doesn't it, when the wind?
Well, the Americans believe that it is an outdoor game, and a lot of them refuse to play indoors.
And I know a lot of outdoor players around here don't like playing indoors either. So it is interesting, isn't it?
Yes, but as we head further south in Australia, down to Victoria, southern New South Wales, Tassie, to get continuous sessions going, they've got to be indoors. Otherwise, it becomes just a summer sport.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Presentations. Okay, we've got some here ready to go. Yeah.
Just go bring them. I've got some meetings.
Okay. Rightio. Can we do a medal presentation?
Yes.
Yes.
If you want me to do it.
Yes. Please. No. Okay.
Who's in charge of it?
I'll get. Yeah. Just.
Okay, Ronnie's just disappearing for a moment. I'm going to have a look at this gold-silver match here. Check out the style. These players, great shot, Pizzy Park. Good to get the games back on board after the little shower we just had. Oh, not sure where that one landed.
Sorry, Jen was just wondering.
He's about to serve. Oh, net call. That's always really hard. Okay, don't know whether there's any nerves out there. They're looking pretty calm. Or bad luck. Oh, timeout. Oh, a strategic timeout. Fair enough, unless they need a drink of water. A little chitter chatter out there. Not sure what's going on. Okay, needed some advice from the ref by the look of it. Okay, all good to go again. Nice drop shot. Oh, beautiful shot. That's the way to do it. Oh, that was it. Game point. Wow, what a way to finish. Fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you.
Pizzey Park champions.
And I said, this is for someone to be there and split it in.
Okay. We'll find out whether it's best of 3. I'm not sure of the format yet. I haven't been informed of. Oh, photos already. Okay, that must be the goal-winning match. That's awesome. Love it. Yep. So Pizzey Park won. Fantastic. They'd be really happy with that. Outdoor players. That's awesome. Okay. What do we have here? Is this the for bronze? Oh, okay. So that was the bronze medal match. Okay. This would be the bronze medal matchup on the other court now. On the sun shining. Fantastic. Oh, nice little shots. Beautiful. Oh, a little bit big there. That's okay. You can move on with the next one. Nice little lob. Yep. Good work. Right at the feet. Excellent. I think I recognise that man. That's John. Okay. Change of ends. Change of conditions. Yeah. So John from WA, he's up here playing. He's travelled a long way. He's doing the pickleball tour with his caravan, meeting all sorts of lovely people. Here we go. He's got the wind behind their back now. We'll see how he goes.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
Oh, bad luck. Change of server again. John to serve.
They're waiting to go on.
Ooh, okay. The wind's playing a little bit of a role here, I'm thinking. That's what's going to happen. If you hit the ball up a little bit too high, the wind could carry it. Nice. Nice shot. Oh, the girls are having a little bit of a rally there.
Yes, yes,
Yes. Lovely. Nice deep return. Beautiful. Point for that end. No. Out by John, not by far. I know John from WA will be really pleased if he goes home with a medal from here. I had the pleasure of playing with John. He passed through Ballina and we had a really good hit up. No, I could say we nearly warmed him up, I reckon. Okay, the last game that we were just looking, the gold medal winner was Belinda Ingram, played with Terry Williams. And silver was Trixie Flegler. What a great name. And
Alan Eclair?
Alan Eclair? What is that name?
Eclair.
Leclerc. Alan Leclerc. What a great spelling of Alan too. That's awesome. And the bronze medal match is still in progress. Yes, yep. So we'll. I think. Ronnie, do you know what score the bronze medal match is? Oh. Everybody hates it when they hit internet, but we all do it. Okay. John to serve again. We're just going to get an update of the scoring. 11 to... Oh, Kerry and John. So 11 to Kerry and John.
6.
So I think I'm going to
Sue.
And 6 to Sue and... Oh, I know that lovely face.
Yeah.
And Jeff, that's it, Jeff. Oh, I'm terrible with names sometimes. I love all their beautiful faces, but I'm just no good with names. That's okay. We can't be good at everything, hey? So game to 15. So we'll see how they go. We'll try and keep a tabs on what's going on over here. That's all right. We have some fantastic spectators in front of the court. So sometimes, yes, I can look at the screen, but it's really nice to look at the court and see what's going on. Nice perspective. Oh, okay. Here we go. Change of serve. It could be a tight game, this one. Oh. Not sure what that was. No, point. Excellent. Well, they're coming back. Ooh, nice shot. Bad luck. Okay. Here goes Jeff for service. That was a close call. We'll see what they're going to say. Oh, yeah, called it in. Love the sportsmanship. Okay, change of serve. Kerry to serve. They're getting closer. Oh, nice little short shots. Lovely. Right at the feet. Nice shot, Jeff. Okay, they've got to watch John coming in now. He's got a beautiful down the line. Backhand down the line. We'll just... Oh, a little bit big. Okay, making a really long match. Be really close. Look at Jeff's backhand serve. Brilliant. Okay, point. They're creeping a little bit closer. They're not giving up. Yep, good pick up, John. Yep, lovely. Lovely tall stretch. Oh, didn't quite make it.
Ace 13.
8-13 is the score.
Yeah. 8 to Sue. 13 to Kerry.
Okay, 8-13. Oh, it might be 9-13 now. You see, they're creeping up. They're not saying never. That's awesome.
The heart going to get up on the Harvey Bay girl.
Oh, that's Harvey Bay. Love it. Oh, John was a little bit vigorous on that one. Okay, another point. Jeff, I think Jeff's a local, isn't he?
Yes.
Yep. So,
First time through to get there.
oh, that's lovely. It's always can be a little bit challenging when you don't know how your partner is going to play, but it's lovely. I love the friendships, beautiful friendships form when you pick a random player. Although I don't know.
Try and beating your partner that you played with. You're not sure how they're going to.
Oh yes, well I've had that. Ron, who are you referring to? No.
Wasn't looking at anyone in particular.
I know we all have different talents in different areas.
You've got to keep laughing.
We do.
Is that the same?
That is. It's. I think it's looking good. I think we've got our fingers crossed. I think we're looking good now. We can hope. If not, we'll just run into Friday. The program will just run into Friday, and that's okay. You know, us older folk, some of us have got a little bit of time on our hands, so that's okay if it has to go another day. Yep. You sit down, Ron, and behave yourself. Thank you very much. What are you doing? Oh, okay. Ronnie's going to do a presentation. Okay. Some medal matches already. Okay.
I believe we have.
We have a result.
Yes.
Oh, did I miss that? Sorry, I looked down. And then we have, I think,
Kerry and
Kerry and John.
John?
Yes. John from WA. Yeah, he is. I had a hit with him, Ron. He come through Ballina and I had a hit with him. I met him in Sydney. Made a new friend in Sydney.
You made the friends?
Oh, no, we just fit around and make friends. That's what I love about it. I love playing the game, but I love making the friends just as much as playing.
Yes.
Fantastic. Okay. Not sure. Oh, hello. Sorry, I'm having a photograph taken of me behind the mic. Okay, so that was awesome. John from WA will be really
Chuffed.
yes, really chuffed about that. Travelling all that way. We'll watch out for him. Okay. Now, who else is going to be on now? I might have to have a game now, maybe. Okay. We've just got some crew warming up now. Ready for the next game.
Oh, see, I had to get this together. I don't know how I'm doing that. All that job. I'll try right into doing that.
Donna's roaming around, one of the organisers. She's roaming around doing a fabulous thing, taking photographs, organising everything. They've done a magnificent job at this tournament. I love it. Okay. So we're just warming up, ready for some more games.
And for presentation.
Presentations? Oh, okay. Radio. So we're just going to show the medal presentations at the moment.
There is switch from the presentation styles. Okay?
So we're gonna do presentations.
Yeah. This is a preview window.
Okay.
Corner.
Yeah.
And when I start presentation, that becomes a whole screen.
Okay. Okay. So we're just ready for another game on show court here. We'll be going to passing over to presentation soon. Terry and Belinda really eager to stand up on the gold medal podium.
That's right. Yes.
Okay. That's the gold medal winners, Belinda and Terry. Ready to take that high point on that stand there.
You get a flag.
You've got an interesting.
It's in the pocket. It'll go.
About to be live streamed. So we've got Pickleball Australians Association
Board chair.
board chair who's hung around for this first presentation. Thank you very much, Ben. Okay, this is mixed 3.0 to 3.49. You wouldn't believe the ages of these people, 65 to 69. And we start off with bronze medal to Kerry Wilds and John Lowe. John Lowe? Is that right, John?
Kerry Kerr. John Lowe. Yeah.
Congratulations, Kerry. Thank you.
Big congrats.
Heavy. Don't hurt yourself.
Thanks, dude.
Kerry Kerr, sorry. Well done. Okay, number 3 for them. Okay, now we move on to the silver, which was a very tight game. These people, Trixie Leapsop and Alan Leclerc. Well done, guys.
I'll get one as well.
Once again, congratulations. And then the gold was taken out by some Gold Coast people. Firstly, Terry Williams and Belinda Ingram. Well done. Yeah.
You put your medals on your paddle, guys.
Oh, yeah. No one.
Another room at this place to accommodate.
Also, one for the
So once again, fantastic.
Can you put your paddles on your medals on your paddle?
Don't fall down, Terry.
Congratulations.
Medal on your paddle.
Medal off my pedal.
Come on, Terry, you've done this before.
You know how to do it.
Big congratulations. Well done, guys.
Well done.
Thanks for pulling up. Okay, we'll take this opportunity to give our sponsors a plug. We've been very lucky, Pickleball Seniors, to have these 5 fantastic sponsors. The first one is Mismo. Mismo is an Australian-owned company with an affordable range of natural skin care and, most importantly, for our senior pickleballers, pain management and exercise recovery products. Secondly, we have Riggs Recovery, offering specialised treatments to support and heal your body, especially after a tough pickleball session. Okay. And they have everything from float therapy through to ice baths. Thirdly, we have Colin Mendoza's company, What's Pickleball Australia, and they are suppliers of hardcourt pickleball flooring for indoor and outdoor use, giving you an instant pickleball court, covering up potential cracks. So you can lay this product down and start playing pickleball straight away. Next we have Nick Cooper's company, Pickleball Superstore. Nick has been a great supporter of Australian pickleball, helping clubs get started. So it's your one-stop shop for everything pickleball. Check out their website, Pickleball Superstore. And a big congrats to Nick for supplying the balls used here over the 2 days. Next we have, and we couldn't survive without their support, Gold Coast Pickleball Club. They are providing sausage sizzle today. They're experts at it, and it's a fantastic Gold Coast pickleball venue down here. It's one of the few dedicated pickleball complexes throughout Australia. We have 8 courts here, which get an absolute flogging, and currently they are in negotiation to see whether they can grab some more land to build some courts on. So good luck with that, Gold Coast Pickleball. Okay. I'll just give you a little bit more background on the Mismo company. It's an Australian-owned company that has been developing and manufacturing an effective and affordable range of natural skincare, pain management and exercise recoveries on the coast since 2002. Their products basically come from a dairy farm in the Sunshine Coast hinterland. Mismo MSN and a range of magnesium products complement the skin care range. You might ask, what is MSM and how can it help an ageing body? Now, bear with me here, but MSM stands for methyl sulfonol methane, and it is a rich, natural source of organic sulfur, a mineral that has helped many applications and benefits in the skincare world. It's often referred to as nature's beauty mineral, as it helps maintain and replenish the collagen in your skin. So once again, a big shout out to Mismo for putting their hand in their pocket and sponsoring this inaugural seniors tournament. We couldn't have put this on without the sponsors' help. Currently we have some more medal matches going on. Looks over there, we've got some of the top 60-year-old players. We have got John Murphy from the Noosa Pickleball Club and Erica Bacon from the Sunshine Coast Pickleball Club. They've teamed up. For this tournament, which is great to see. And they're playing against we'll just find out for you. This is the division they're playing in is the 65 to 69-year-old, 3.5 to 3.99. So pretty high skill level here. So we should see some good rallies. Nice deep return from John. Erica, been a great tennis player who's picked up pickleball beautifully. Okay. Their opponents, Greg Simpson and Maureen Robertson. Erica serving to Greg. It's close. Not sure what the call was there, but a typical Erica volley. I think there's a query on that call there, whether it was in or out. I think the refs called it out. Okay, John Murphy to serve. Okay, Greg now to serve. Side out. Bit of a conversation happening between John and Erica. Not sure whether it's actually a timeout. There is a small hold up here. Play's about to resume. Nice serve from Greg. Good return, nice deep. Hey. Ooh, bad luck from John. And maybe a foot in the kitchen. Well picked up by the ref there. Okay. Nice volley from Erica. Ooh, bad luck. Point there to Greg and Maureen. Greg serving to Erica. Good serve. Yep, that serves that point up. Well done. Unfortunately, into the net by Maureen. Okay, second serve. Maureen being a lefty, serving into the wind, causing problems. Ball was called out, side out.
Lost his what? I've lost him. I don't know where he is. He's definitely down in the side of the court.
Good pick up, Erica. Bang, John. Bang. Quite difficult to put the ball away with this wind. Great shot, Maureen. Beautiful cross court. Really well picked up. Unfortunately, viewers, we have another rain delay. Wouldn't you know it? It's the fourth one we've had today. So there'll be a slight delay in transmission.
The score is 1-7-2. Score is point. Two, 7-2. Bolt. Short. Side out. He was short. Serve was short into the kitchen. Where we are, 7. Okay. The score is 7-2-1. Point. And change ends. Yes. Thank you for reminding me. And, oh dear, rig serving. I've got to get this around here. The score is 8-2-1. And you are on the correct side. Ooh, second server. Eight, 2-2. Side out. Two, 8-1.
Okay, welcome back to. After a fourth rain delay, we have a match in play between John Murphy and Eric Bacon. And they're playing
2-8-2
against Maureen Robertson and Greg Simpson.
Point.
Maureen Robertson and Greg Simpson had a substantial lead when the rain
3-8
delay occurred, so whether they can continue on or not.
Point.
Nice drive from Erica. Erica's very competent from the back of the court. Good top spin serve from John. Nice Drop. Once again, great drop. Bang.
Point.
Yep, well done, John. Well put away. Okay, so
5-8-2.
5-8-2. So can they come back? Eric has got a beautiful backhand volley, evidently.
Six, 8-2.
6-8-2.
You are
Here
in the
they
correct
come.
side, yes.
Oh, just
Side
out.
out.
Erica throwing up the lob there was just called out.
8-6-1.
Maureen serving.
Point.
Nice shot from Greg there. Right at Erica's feet.
9-6-1. Point.
Sheep point there for the Robertson and Simpson team.
10-6-1.
Maureen's some great serve.
Point.
Yeah, bit of spin on
Looked
that.
like it was a
Slice
league-
into the wing.
legal
Very
one.
difficult for Eric.
I do keep an
Eric
eye
had to
on
lay a paddle on that.
11-6-1.
Nice deep serve. Nice shot from Greg. Bang. Well played, Erica.
Second server.
You don't want to get into a firefight with Erica.
11-6-2.
Serve, Greg.
Out.
Well played. Put that backhand volley away very nicely.
Side out. Six, 11-1. Point. 7-11-1. Hold. I'll recall the score. 7-11-1.
Well picked up. Oh, well done, Maureen. Thought that was past her, but
No, it wasn't a double hit.
there has been
I'm worried
a
it was a double bounce though.
kitchen line call. John's querying, asking the ref what
Bounced
the
and
opinion
then
was.
tried to hit it and missed it and bounced again before you. It was a double bounce. Yes, sorry. That's a point.
Yes, I believe there was a foot
8.
fault call there. So point to Erica and John.
Still Erica. Score is 8-11-1 and 8-11-1.
Sunshine Coast pair serving. We've got luck.
Second server.
John serving to try
8-11-2.
and stay in the game. Nice top spin serve. Nice return. Oh, well done, Erica.
Point.
Forced them to play one more shot, which unfortunately resulted in an error from Maureen.
9-11-2.
Sunny Coast fighting their way back. Oh, well done. Good
Side
goal.
out.
Side out.
11-9.
Greg serving. Oh. Call by John was out.
that was in.
Greg has asked the ref for an overrule.
Actually, most of the lines I counted in, sorry.
Ball has been called good.
We have 12-9-1.
Nice deep serve from Greg.
Point.
Or Sierra from America, unfortunately.
13-9-1.
Greg serving. Good rally.
Point. Fourteen, 9.
We have match point. Greg serving for the match.
Game.
There it is. 15-9 to Maureen Robertson and Greg Simpson. Well done. Beat the Sunny Coasters,
Okay,
Erica Bacon and John Murphy.
Just 15-9.
15-9, okay.
Then you
Let's
just
swap
find it.
over to court 3.
Yeah. Sorry, I call it as I see it.
The referee in that last match was called upon to adjudicate on several line calls, but did a really good job. Whoa, we have just had pickleball royalty rock up in the form of one of Australia's strongest males. Welcome, a big welcome to Taylor.
How are we doing, folks? All good?
All the better for seeing your smiling face, mate.
Oh, it's good to be here.
Thanks for popping in, mate.
Oh, I had to. Shout out a couple of bats, so that'll be good. Raffle prize?
Yep, thanks for your sponsorship, much appreciated.
No, anytime.
So we've had a couple of rain delays here today, like 4, so we're making the best of it. The competitors are continuing on. We're squeegeeing the courts. Conditions not easy, a little bit of a southerly wind, but yeah, we're managing to get through some medal matches now.
It's good to see participation so high too, that everyone kind of chips in and helps out, which is cool.
Yeah, it's part of the pickleball tribe, isn't it?
100%. That's why the community's so good.
Yep. So what's pickleball, what's been happening in your pickleball world, Taylor?
I had a good Sydney trip probably 2 weeks ago. Me and Brennan Lee had to verse Sumi and Tarn in the final of Sydney.
Right.
And only just got them 11-9 in the third set. And
wow,
then,
that's tight.
Yeah, tight game. I think it went for probably an hour 20, hour 30 for 3 sets.
Wow, that must have been awesome.
Oh,
yeah.
Good match.
Yep.
It's crazy to think when you're out there so long, but it doesn't feel like you've been out there that long.
Yep.
So, and then I did silver in singles, which is big for me.
Silver in singles. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen that.
Oh. It was not good on the body, but it was good to have a hit though. Had to verse Brennan in the semis of singles.
Okay.
And ended up getting him.
Well
which
done.
was big.
And then who did you play?
Coach down in Sydney who plays with Mitch Hargraves a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So he was super good. Yeah, he got me.
Just trying to think who it was, yeah. Anyway, and mixed, did you have a crack at the mixed?
Had to go at mixed. Me and Tina went down in the quarterfinals, losing to Jen and Ollie.
Jen and Ollie.
Yeah, who got runner up. Yeah, so that was good. They played really well.
Ollie's, what, 16?
I think,
17?
yeah.
Yeah,
He's come a long
so
way.
fantastic to see where he could go with his career.
100%. Yeah, he's become a very good player now, which is good.
Yeah. There was a rumour that his family packed up at Yeppoon and came down to the Gold Coast so that they could have better coaching and better games to improve.
It's true.
It's true.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
how dedicated is that? That
Huge.
the whole family packed up, moved from Yeppoon down to the Goldie so that they could get some better coaching and better games.
Yeah, that's
and
big.
the proof is in the pudding because Ollie's just coming on big time.
Oh, he's improved out of sight.
Okay. Do you want to do that? Okay. I'll do a medal presentation.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to swap over to a medal presentation now. Mixed doubles, 65 to 69. 3.5 to 3.99. So, yes, just we'll be back with Taylor very shortly. Actually, Taylor, you might help us present a few medals, if that's okay.
Let's do it.
Yep, let's do it. Okay, 2.5 to 3.99. Now we've got a guest presenter here. I think everyone's heard of Taylor Swift. Well, this is Taylor Smith. No relation.
Donna.
Okay, we have the bronze medal winners from Brisbane. Is that right, Jen?
Yeah, that'll do.
That'll do. Okay, Jenny Hoax and Woody Das from Noosa. Congratulations on your bronze medal.
Thank you very much, bro.
Well done, boys. Yeah, got to stand up.
Okay, can you get on the third podium, please? Okay, then in a very tightly fought match for gold, the runners-up were from the Sunshine Coast, Erica Bacon and John Murphy. Congratulations.
Good to see you over your boardies.
These are his formal shirt. Isn't his formal shirt?
Okay, and then the gold in an epic final was won by Maureen Robertson and Greg Simpson. Big congratulations, guys. Great match. Well played.
Well done, mine. Thank you. Well done.
Taylor's actually used to winning medals, so it just gets a little head wobble going, but there it is.
Love winning.
Congratulations, everyone. Great effort. Thanks for hanging in trying conditions too. Look at those smiles.
Well done.
Hey. Congrats, guys.
Just get a photo, you're going to line.
Thank you. Thanks. The bronze medalists. Louise Mortimer and Jeff Mortimer, could you please come and receive your bronze medals? Louise,
Well done, Jeff. Thank you. Well done to get bronze. Thank you. Good job.
great effort.
To get bronze.
Over on the other side. Okay, the medals are being presented by one of Australia's best pickleball players, Taylor. Thank you. Okay, great photo. Okay, silver medalists in a very tightly fought game, Kerry and Gary Freshwater.
Well done, Gary. Thank you. If you get one,
Okay, and the gold medalists in the 3 to 3.49, 60 to 64 age group goes to Karen and Andrew Walker. Congratulations, guys.
Well done, Andrew.
Congratulations.
Well done, Gary. Good job on gold.
On the podium.
Yes. All the gold medalists over the next 2 days are presented with medal on top of the paddle. Medal on top of the paddle. Medal on top of the paddle, please. Fantastic, great. Right, look at those smiles.
Paul's doing it.
Happy pickleballers here.
We are. Get them all to you later. Thank you.
Thank you.
He's got a better camera than mine. Yeah, that's all right.
Well done, guys. Congratulations. Great effort.
You've got a...
Thanks very much.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing.
Okay, we have another medal presentation. Hopefully John Collins is back from the RSL.
Must have won.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay. Okay, the bronze medalists. Peter and Anne. Peter Lees and Anne Court. Well done. Thanks for filling in at the last moment too, Anne. Really appreciate it. Yeah, but then today, thank you. No, putting up with him.
Good morning. Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Glasses off.
Okay, thank you. Silver medalist? No, not at the moment. Silver medalists. Where are they? Hey, and what's this guy's name? John Collins. Welcome back, John. Thank you. Silver medal. John?
Yeah, thank you. Thanks very much.
Oh, I'd like to see this up on the podium, John. Uh-oh.
John, you got to get to the middle. You'll fall up.
Okay, right. And the gold medals go to, is it the Brady bunch or the Brody bunch?
Brody bunch.
Brody bunch. Congratulations, guys. Julie and Nick, congrats.
Well done.
Thank you.
So what are you going to do with those caps?
So we won the cups, but because we're
Donating them, we'll give them to John the King.
Oh, no.
Hey, Rob, you have to cap it off.
Mike won't be able to get up here.
You want to come up to you first?
John will piggyback you.
Right, you go there, I'll go there.
Okay.
Yeah, go up, step
Up,
up.
up you go.
Please.
Yep, you'll be right in a minute.
And Ronnie, he's carrying me tomorrow.
Who's carrying you tonight? Okay, congratulations, guys. Great effort.
No,
Under the tail.
Yes, do this.
That's the way.
That's the way. Okay, big smile, Mick. Hey.
Thank you. I'll wait till I go up.
Yeah.
Thanks for the great games.
Yeah,
Jump down, Michael. Jump down.
That's all for the moment? Yes, that's all.
Gold's weighing you down. Good.
Okay, we're back here live now. We've got Ron Nayhouse from Rockhampton and Kaz O'Grady from the Gold Coast. Playing against. Yeah, it is. And then can you swap over to this one? Yep. And then on court 3 we have from Ballina, the Prawn Star lady, Kim Pickering. You will not hear a better laugh throughout anywhere in pickleball than this lady. She is just a delight to play with. Okay, she's partnering up with Michael Dow from Ballina against a couple of Gold Coasters. Oh, that is a great shot from Arthur Little. That's all the way from Scotland. That's where he learned that one. And he's partnered up with Janie. Janie, you're on live streaming, so she ensures me she won't swear.
To switch to another camera, press only this one.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we've got Taylor back. He's done a couple of medal presentations. It's unusual for him to give them away. Usually he takes them away.
I love taking them.
Yeah, he sure does.
I enjoy it more.
Yes. There's a rumour going around you've had to build another room on your house to store them all. Is that correct?
It's not as big as Martin Clark's, but it's getting there though.
Yeah, okay. There's a bit of a comp going on there, isn't there? Yeah. Yeah, it'd be interesting. Martin's over in America at the moment, I believe.
Yeah, he's back for the moment, I think.
Back, is he? Yeah,
back for the moment, but I'm not sure for how long.
Yep.
So before he goes back for the MLP or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Awesome for him.
Yep. Great that there's some Aussies going over and representing Australia over in the major leagues in America.
Yeah. Well, he's worked hard enough for it, so he definitely deserves a chance.
Same with Sarah Burr.
Yep.
Another one.
Another chance.
Yep.
If we can get her there.
We can get her there. Yeah. Well, it just shows you the dedication. Like Sarah, often up at like 4 a.m. in the middle of winter to fit in, a practice session, skills and drills before, she starts a day's work. It's just, yeah.
You won't see me do that. I'll lose a medal for that.
Yeah, that just shows you the dedication of some of our players.
Also shows you how crazy America is and their talent compared to what we have.
Yep.
But we're going to get there.
Yeah.
We'll get them.
Yeah, I believe the stat last year of the number of players playing on a regular basis in America was up around 50 million people.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Like, go figure.
We got like 25 million.
Here, yeah. So...
Oh, wow.
I have to go and change petrol of this camera, so only this camera.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, Arthur nearly took a tumble there. I think Arthur went over to Scotland to visit family, and while he was over there, I believed he played in the Scottish Open as well. So this is what's happening, you know, people in Australia are starting to travel again and incorporating countries where they're travelling, entering their Opens. So it's great. There's French, Italian, Hawaiian, American, English, Scottish, just to name a few. So Australia is starting to be represented in some of these countries' national championships, which is fantastic to see. And punching above their weight, which is typical of the Australians. Arthur serving now into the wind. Nice dinking rally there. Kim to serve. Taylor, any tips for playing into a strong headwind?
I always try to hit kitchen line on the full, and normally it'll drop just before that, but I normally always try to aim that a little bit deeper towards the kitchen line.
Right, okay.
Is my goal.
Yep. And conversely, the other way, when you're hitting with the very strong wind?
I'll probably try to float it up a little bit more and just let it drift and try to get it closer to the top of the tape, but you always run a risk though.
Yes, for sure. I played one tournament down at Beenleigh on a really windy day, and it was the first time I ever played against Mike Newell, who's, you know, a very accredited coach on the Gold Coast. And all he did, he served the whole time with the wind, was a lob serve. It was bouncing like right towards the back of the court, bouncing up over shoulder height, and it was near impossible to get back. So that's a really good tactic to employ as well.
I haven't used it myself, but I'll definitely look at it next time.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, considering. Yeah.
Considering the rain. Shout out to the Harvey Bay ladies.
Yeah. There's a rumour going around that you're an honorary member of the Harvey Bay Pickleball Club, is that right?
That is right. They've given me my own shirt with the name Taylor on it, and they're awesome. Me and Brennan went up there. Well, he lives up there, but in January we did a little clinic up there for 24 people, and that was awesome.
He's allowed to play in the age group.
Okay.
And Sue and Trixie were a part of it here, who were out the front.
Fantastic club, Harvey Bay.
It was good. We played at PCYC, so it was perfect.
Yep. Doesn't matter which tournament you participate in, you'll always just about guaranteed that there'll be someone there from Harvey Bay. You know, whether it's in Tassie, Victoria.
100%. They've got a great community up there. They're all nice people, so it's awesome.
Yep. Got some exciting things happening in regard to getting their own pickleball courts going, so watch this space.
Yeah, it'll be good. I think they got a grant from the government, so that'll be awesome for them up there.
Yep. Great active committee getting behind that and applying for grants, so congratulations. When's your next tournament, mate?
I'm about to go away to Europe for a month and a half, so I'll come back probably a couple of days prior to States and give that a crack.
Prior to the state championship? I thought you meant you were going back to the United States.
No, state champs. So
okay.
Caden and I are going to have a crack again. And then, yeah, that's all I'm in for the moment, so we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'll definitely be skipping singles.
Okay. You probably enter the Queensland states. Yeah. Still recovering from a teams event I played in Brisbane a couple of weeks ago. That was just grueling to say the least.
I don't think I'll ever play such a slaughterhouse all day. My body couldn't do it.
No, my body didn't. No, he's the rep, Northern Queensland rep.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, Ron House or something. Yeah. Okay.
What is close?
Rain looks like holding off for a little while longer, which is great.
What time's last match today?
We'll be making the cut-off point at 5 p.m. Yeah. Because we've got the social function happening at 6, so yeah, we're a bit...
Where's that held?
At the Dust Temple, which is probably 700 metres away. Nice. Yep. Should be a fun night. We've got a food van turning up. We've got some door prizes to give away, and we've got a special act happening as well.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yes. Okay. Courts look nice and dry now.
Conditions look good now.
Yep.
Nice and safe again for people's ankles.
Yes.
Bloody hell.
What's the time?
Back.
1:22. So how many hits are you having during the week at the moment, Taz?
I'm lucky to have a hit once a month at the moment.
Really?
Yeah, so I went into Sydney having one hit, probably 3 weeks prior to that. So that's how I go into my tournaments currently.
Right, okay.
Yeah, hoping for the best.
Right.
But it's kind of nice going in with no expectation.
And it helps if you've got a truckload of skill behind you as well and ability.
Oh, having a tennis and paddle background definitely helps.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It doesn't take long to get that hand-eye back into dinking, driving, which is quite good.
Mm-hmm. So the difference in those sports as against pickleball is a lot more dinking. Would you say that's a fair point?
Pickleball's a lot more dinking.
Yep.
Drives are completely different. So if I play too much pickleball and try to go back to paddle, I'm trying to top spin volleys.
Yep.
And then too much paddle makes me try to slice volleys back in pickleball. So it is quite hard to deviate between both sports.
Okay.
Yeah.
So any pickleball when you venture over, or for the month overseas, or more paddle?
No, more paddle. I'm going to Spain.
Okay.
So I'm catching up with probably 3 to 4 friends in Spain.
Right.
In different little cities that will show me kind of like their way of paddle, which will be insane because that's all they do over there.
Yeah.
But yeah, mainly just paddle on this trip.
My wife and I were lucky enough to venture to Spain last year, and where we were staying for a month, they had 8 padel courts within 5 minutes walk from where we were staying, and the nearest pickleball court was an hour's drive away. So we were lucky enough to get introduced to paddle, and yeah, it's another good game too.
Yeah, it is. I think their religion is paddle over there, so they've got more paddle courts than tennis courts in general. So yeah, paddle driven 100%.
Yep. But on saying that, pickle's really starting to take off in areas of Spain, like Malaga, it's huge. Cadiz, it's taking off. So, yeah, it's infiltrating there as well.
Yeah. Oh, if I see it, I'll definitely try to have a chance to play with the Spanish people. That'll be cool.
So you can manage to fit 2 paddles into the suitcase, can you? That's the beauty about these sports, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. You can definitely put them in the suitcase, but I'll see if I can borrow one while I'm over there. It's not the goal to play, but if I can, I'll definitely have a crack. Yeah. What happens today if we can't get through all the matches? They start earlier tomorrow?
No, we'll keep the schedule the same as what's been, that draw for tomorrow's been announced, and it'll be the gender-based doubles, which is a full day in itself. And then if we can't get all the mixed games finished by 5 p.m. today, we'll come back on Friday morning, which the Gold Coast has given us the okay to use their courts to finish off. So that's pretty good of the Gold Coast. Yeah.
That's probably your problem, particularly when you say that they do not. I'm on water, bro. It's going
Just try clicking on the light spec. Check it. Try it.
Okay, we'll just give a little shout out to our sponsors, so might be able to help out.
Mismo, Minsmo is an Australian-owned company with an affordable range of natural skincare and, most importantly, for our senior pickleballers, pain management and exercise recovery products.
Okay, second company that we have offering very generous sponsorship was Riggs Recovering. Riggs Recovering are offering specialised treatments to support and heal your body, especially after a tough pickleball session. There's been plenty of those here today. And they offer anything from float therapy to ice therapy baths. Taz, have you had a go at the ice baths?
No, I haven't.
No?
I want to.
Okay, also, next sponsor, What's Pickleball?
What's Pickleball Australia? Suppliers of hard court pickleball flooring for indoor and outdoor use, giving you an instant pickleball court.
Yep. Great if you're currently looking at a surface, an outdoor surface that's got cracks in it. You can lay this flooring. So, anyway, What's Pickleball Australia? Okay, we just go back to our sponsors. We've got another fantastic supporter of pickleball in Australia, and you know this guy really well, Taylor.
I do know this guy really well, and it's the Pickleball Superstore, Nick and Nicola, a one-stop shop for everything pickleball. Check out their website.
Yep. And what great supporters they are. If you're starting up a club or anything, just give them a call and all of a sudden they'll be helping you out with balls, nets, anything you want. So once again, for our tournament, they've kindly donated all the balls that we use for this tournament. So big shout out to the Nick and Nicola. And the twins?
And the twins are doing well. They're terrors, but I've probably seen them 4 or 5 times now. They're doing okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. And our last but not least sponsor, the Gold Coast Pickleball Club. They've been fantastic to set up a sausage sizzle today under extreme conditions, and they've also donated some fabulous prizes that we've been able to raffle and give away as door prizes tonight at our social event. So big shout out to the Gold Coast Pickleball Club and their committee. This wouldn't happen without your support too. So once again, all the sponsors have been fantastic in their donations. Okay, currently on court we have Kaz O'Grady and Ron Nayhouse. Ron's from Rockhampton, Kaz is from the Goldie, and they're playing against a couple from Ballina, Kim Pickering and Michael Dow. Sun's come out. Wind's died down, and by the look of it, Taz?
There doesn't seem to be any wind out there now, which is nice for the players. Kind of like more of an even playing field now.
Oh, nice shot from Michael there. Great shot. There's a really strong club down at Ballina. I don't know whether you've had the chance to hit down there, but yeah, they've got a really good following, good membership numbers down there too.
Courts?
Indoor, basically.
Indoor, okay.
Yep.
Not that I'm a big fan of indoor, but it was good travelling to Sydney the other day in the pouring rain, knowing we were going to get matches at least, travelling down, so that's a big perk.
Yep. And the further you travel south, the more it's important it is to have those indoor courts available.
More of a chance of definitely rain down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got bloody Melbourne weather today, unfortunately.
What brand of paddle are you using at the moment, Taylor?
I've got the Selkirk Halo at the moment, using that.
Okay.
So, got a couple of things maybe coming up with Selkirk or even the Pickleball Superstore.
Yeah.
Maybe looking to help us out on the pickleball journey.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we'll see what happens, which will be cool.
Yeah.
But, yeah, this is a really good carbon face bat. Feels quite good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been a lot of companies who've been, not only Selkirk, but several companies that have been willing to help with the promotion of pickleball throughout Australia, donating paddles here, there and everywhere. So, yeah, it's great to see all the different competition.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's really important from the early stage too that probably those bigger companies kind of help out,
yeah,
which is nice.
Yep.
Next year. Next year, I think. I'm 50.
Switch to this stuff.
No, not yet. No. Okay, that looks like match there. Tapping paddles at the end of the game is a pickleball little nuance, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I've never seen it before in any other sport, but pickleball definitely is doing that.
Yeah. I think it's just an unwritten rule, isn't it? That after you finish, you come up and just tap paddles with your partner and your opponents.
Yeah, it seems to be. I don't know about after every set, but I think it looks like it is a unwritten rule. It looks like, so that's quite nice too.
Okay.
We've got the same issue too.
Okay, we're back with Arthur Little and Jeannie Walker from the Gold Coast. Arthur showing off with that backhand serve.
I was going to say, I've never seen a backhand serve before. Common in paddle, but I haven't seen one in pickleball before.
You've got to watch these Scots. He's doing it again.
He hits it so clean too.
We might get a ref in here later just to make sure that backhand serve is legit.
Yeah.
We've been told you can be away just one. That's it.
What did you think of the rule change earlier this year where they outlawed spinning the ball in one hand before you hit it and making it that you're not allowed to impart spin on the other hand before you strike it?
I loved it that they changed it.
Yeah.
I couldn't control it. It's hard to see, like, you're looking so hard at the ball to see which way it's turning, or even their fingers before they're serving, but it just hits the deck and just goes.
Yeah.
Super hard. So I'm glad they banned it.
Yeah, me too, 100%. You've seen the size of my fingers? They're about a size 5, so I had no hope.
Well, I had versus Tarn last year, and someone I'd normally beat pretty easy, he chopped me.
Really?
Because of the spin serve. Yeah. And he just got me. I just hit balls 1 metre wide, couldn't control it.
Yeah.
And I had to go middle of the court just to get a ball in.
Yeah.
So it always put me on the back foot. So, yeah.
What's your thoughts on, my opinion on this one is that to take away any ambiguity of whether a serve's legal or not, just make it a bounce serve, drop from the shoulder, and then once it's bounced, you can hit it any way you like. So there's no query after that ball's bounced. You can hit it sidearm. If you can bend down low enough, you can hit it overhead if you want, but it's got to bounce from your shoulder. What do you think?
It's not a bad idea, but it's hard because I don't like bending my knees to get.
Oh, how old are you? Jeez.
That's why I'm here at the Pickleball Seniors Comp.
Yeah.
But
how old are you, Taz?
29.
29, and he's whinging about his knees already. Welcome to our world.
But no, I see what you're trying to say though. It's totally true. You could take it, and that's an even playing field then. Yeah, for sure.
So, you could then use any spin that you wanted to impart once the ball's hit the ground. You could put side spin, top spin, slice, smash, whatever. Once the ball's been dropped from the shoulder, game on.
Yeah. Would still make it fair because the ball wouldn't bounce that high anyway, which is quite nice.
Might for you guys that are a bit taller than the rest of us.
What's your name?
So also make it easier for the refs too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, knowing that you can actually bounce the ball in front of the line too. Well, in paddle where you got to bounce before the line.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
We'll head further south. Start early. Thank you. Get back out.
Arthur's amazing for his age. I believe he's over 70. I won't say exactly how much, but boy, he still gets around that court and he's competitive as anyone that I know.
I'm going to try that backhand serve next time.
Do it.
Yeah, do you? Yeah.
Can be a real weapon. You can actually spin it as well. Look at it as well as slide. Especially into the wind. You can get it going like a bloody boomerang.
Yeah. I've got a couple of aces in Sydney trying to come around the ball on the, I don't know, the even side of play. Oh, no, the odd side of play, sorry. Trying to just like come around that ball, push him out wide and singles. I've got a couple of people with that serve. So yeah, I can understand the backhand serve trying to do it opposite way.
Yeah. Just gives you an extra variation.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Done already.
Game over there. And currently warming up on the court straight away is we've got Karen Latonovic from Yeppoon, and I'd say she'd be playing with her husband John, who's the president of the Yeppoon Pickleball Club. We'll try and get a representative from the Yeppoon Pickleball Club in here over the next day or so and just tell the viewers what's happening with their festival of pickleball. It goes on for basically 10 days later, mid-year. Yeah. Coaching clinic in the middle of the week as well for 3 days. Yeah.
I'll be going to that one, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
And then they're also organising a trip out to Great Keppel as well. Yeah, so it's only half an hour or something on the ferry for them. Yeah, so watch this space. Yeah. I don't know whether you've been to Yeppoon yet, but they're, in my opinion, probably got the best pickleball layout of courts in Australia.
They've got a fair few though too, don't they?
Yeah, they've currently got 8, and there's another 6 under construction at the moment, which they will have ready for their festival of pickleball.
That's so good.
14 courts, dedicated pickleball courts in a town the size of Yeppoon. So big congrats to the committee and the club up there for fantastic effort.
Yeah, awesome job. And to Rocky too, their courts, I played on them in January.
Okay.
They're quite good too. Yeah, awesome.
Bundy, you been to Bundy?
Oh,
Bundaberg?
I meant Bundy.
Okay.
Yeah, I meant Bundy.
Bundy. Okay. Maybe it had a couple of Bundy rums, but yeah, those courts Taylor were referring to, yeah, we're actually at Bundaberg, so apologies to Rockhampton.
Yes.
Ooh. Okay. Rightio. Court 4 happening. We've got the Ballina Prawn Stars. They often rock up to tournaments and with some hilarious fancy dress. One of the members rocked up to one of the Queensland Championships or Australian Championships dressed as a prawn and went to a lot of trouble. It was hilarious. They sure know how to have fun down there. Oh, what a great put away.
Great shot.
Yeah, fantastic smash from Kim. You wouldn't believe that she's a grandma? Can't believe it. Michael, nice shot. Bang! There it goes again.
You still staying down here at
No, no, just here at 3 nights at the moment, just staying local. Yeah.
I thought you stayed at Mudgeerbar for a while or something.
We were staying here 3 months, 500 metres at Arthur's place, the Scottish club. Yeah, they pissed off to Scotland, and they said you want to look after our squad, so came down here. Yeah, I was meeting with Mike and the boys at 5 o'clock for their 5 sessions. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, really good food going down here, you know. Quite often Mike could do an hour of skills and drills from 5 to 6, and then it's full on after that, 6 to 7. So.
You know Barry?
Yeah, Barry Tompkins.
The first Barry in Sydney.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Nice guy.
Super nice guy.
Yeah. Okay, so it looks like Karen's husband John is a non-starter for this mixed event. So luckily enough we had Peter Belding sitting in the wings. Peter's from Noosa, only been playing for less than 2 months, but is an absolute addict. Showing a new paddle that he got on the weekend. Just can't get enough pickleball at the moment. Thanks for filling in, Pete. I don't know what happened to John. Karen's husband. I don't know what happened to John. Yeah, she should be playing with him, but obviously, for whatever reason.
Is that the guy that's running late?
No. Do you know Amanda? Amanda from the Sunshine Coast? No, okay. No. Okay. Bang. Oh yeah. Okay. Yep. Because they know how to have a good time too when they come along, you know. Music, yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can just tell by the mood.
Yeah. Yes. Try to give room to.
Oh, yeah. What yeah. Put it into practice. Whoa!
You are on there.
Yes, we're on there. Yes, Ned. Another smash from the Prawn Star. Okay.
I'm playing tomorrow. Can I register them or?
No. Tomorrow morning, yes. Thank you.
Somebody to share after me.
Okay. Thanks. Evidently, we have another squall coming through. Thank you. This will make squall number 5. Another squall coming through. Another squall.
Thanks for your candy too.
I love it. You used to?
Yeah, Katie's used it. Yeah.
Make you love do this.
Oh, no, not yet. I will though.
Okay, so sorry,
So what are we playing first to today? 15?
The round robin games are 1 to 11.
Yep.
And then the semis and gold medal matches were originally scheduled to be 1 game to 15, swap at 8. But unfortunately, with the beautiful weather conditions that we've experienced here today, we've decided to bring those final matches back to 1 to 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not ideal, but you just have to deal with the conditions as best we can.
No, definitely not ideal, but that's what you got to do to stay on time. You got to do it.
Yeah. So we have 10 minutes left of our live streaming today, Taz.
Oh.
Big shout out to you for giving us a chop out with the commentary.
It's good. Been good to be here. It's good to get away from work for a little bit. I unfortunately have to go back after.
Yeah. The perks of being the owner of the business, is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, they do come with perks, but there's a lot of other things that are not perkish.
Yes.
I love it, so it's good.
Yep.
Doesn't feel like work when you like it. Prefer to be on the pickleball court, but
yeah,
that'll be Senior Taylor's thing.
Yeah.
Which will be good.
Yeah.
You probably don't want the noise. Do you want the fresh air?
No. We only got 10 minutes to go.
No, don't make yourself so.
Yeah. And a stretcher.
Yeah.
Somewhere to lie down.
That's it.
Have a rest. So what does tonight entail at the party?
Tonight is going to be a social extravaganza.
Yeah.
Yes, we have over 120 people attending this funky cafe, restaurant, bar called the Dust Temple.
Yeah.
Who've been good enough to allow us full access. And there's going to be a food van there to supply, keep the hungry pickleballers well fed from 6:30. And then there'll be drinks, and there'll be, at great expense to the seniors committee, we've been able to coerce a very talented pickleball player, who I can't mention his name. He's cutting short his Currumbin Welcome Home tour to come and perform. You've heard of John Williamson? It's not John Williamson.
So it's a big players' party.
It's a big players' party.
That's
yes.
awesome.
Yes. And if you want to bring your partners, the partners are more than welcome. So, yeah, it should be a real hoot.
Yeah.
We've got door prizes. So it's really looking forward to a good, fun night.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah. That's right. There'll be some stories told, no doubt.
There might be a bit of rough pickleball in the morning, maybe.
Rough, yeah, exactly, yeah. I love this one. We've got a nearly 88-year-old male coming along and he's bringing 3 females with him. So he plays at Toowoomba, participating in the event, and he's as fit as a trout. So, might get him on the microphone tonight and just see if we can get the secrets out of him, how he's done it. And
saying so mobile at 44, that's the way you want to be.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And seriously, you wouldn't think he'd be anything more than early 70s when you see him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Sharp as a tack.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw we got refs for medal matches. Refs for medal matches?
Refs for medal matches, yes. Yeah, we've been lucky enough. We've got nearly 8 refs available to look after our medal matches, which is great. Just enhances the experience and gets rid of those nasty, controversial, was your foot on the line or not? Those kitchen calls that there can be no arguing with because the ref is impartial, obviously.
I refed a couple of matches down in Sydney, and it's so much harder than you think. Refereeing, it is unbelievable. Because you want to watch the game, but then you're also watching everyone's feet, out calls, in calls, which you're not meant to, but this next level, pickleball reffing.
I've done it a bit myself, and you just you think, why am I so tired? But it's just the concentration required. Yeah.
Remembering a score when a timeout is and counting a timeout. And then we had to have a medical timeout, so then I had to do 15 minutes for that.
Yeah.
It's just, it's crazy.
It's crazy, yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, and then not only are you calling the score, watching the kitchen line, then the players are responsible for calling most of the lines themselves, but if there is any controversy, then they come back and flick it back to the ref. Ref, what did you see that? How is that called? Do you think that's right? So, yeah, you've got to be pretty strong and be willing to...
100%.
Yeah.
I've definitely got a new appreciation for pickleball refs now.
Definitely, yeah. But the number of refs are growing phenomenally throughout Australia. You know, there's been a lot of clinics held for referee training, and a big shout out to the Jays down in New South Wales. Donna and her husband do a fantastic job travelling around, the country, holding, potential referee clinics. So it's been really well received. We're lucky enough at Noosa to have probably the head ref throughout Australia, Margot Trednick. Yeah, she's been responsible for, bringing on a lot of refs. So I think with the number of tournaments that are popping up, these refs are going to be high in demand.
Yeah, that's good. No, I might even look to do it because it's so much fun when you're out there. You think you're a part of the player, which is cool.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Just adds to the experience too. You feel, I'm in a medal match now, I've got a ref calling the score, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Have you, in your reffing responsibilities so far, have you had to call anyone for an illegal serve, or?
I haven't called anyone on an illegal serve. Have called on foot faults though.
Foot faults?
Yeah.
Yep.
And it was so close. Tan was his foot wasn't on the line, but his toes were hanging over.
Yeah. So what's the call there?
I didn't call it.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's not on the line.
Yep.
So, but it was so close every time. He just but I just couldn't call it.
Were the opposition looking at you or not to query it, or?
I think I'm pretty lucky because I think I've got a lot of respect in the game.
Okay.
Which is quite nice. So they definitely went off what I said, which was good. So no one ever questioned me.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because I've had some funny looks when, you're repping and stuff like that, and you just get a look from a player on court, was that right, ref? Was that, is that call right?
Yeah.
And you've just got to be solid.
Yeah. doesn't bother me who wins. I'm not biased at all. So I was calling out balls, in balls when people were asking me. So
Yeah.
and everyone just copped it on the chin, which was nice.
Yeah. But is it true you're not allowed to referee Harvey Bay games? Anyone competing from Harvey Bay?
I too like my Harvey Bay community.
Yeah. All right. It's unusual for you to not wear your Harvey Bay shirt when you turn up to a tournament. Yeah, it's very unusual.
I haven't lost a final in my Harvey Bay t-shirt.
Whoa, that's a big call.
So that's the statement of the year, I think.
Yeah, okay. Watch this space here. I might check out your opponents in your next medal matches and just give them that little bit of ammo. Yeah. You know, Head Wobble hasn't lost a game with this shirt on. Come on, guys, you could be the first.
Okay, just say something that
Okay, we're about to wind up the live streaming from Currumbin Pickleball Courts, day one of the Pickleball Australian Seniors Comp. Yeah, we've had a few rain delays, but we'd like to thank Richard from Art Impressions, Fellspin Proprietary Limited, done a fantastic job behind the desk here. We'd like to thank all the guest commentators who've given up their time today, and even Taylor, who's been here for the last half an hour.
It's been good to be here.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Taylor. Yes. And Richard will be back again. Everything going well tomorrow at 10 a.m? Yes, so we'll do another 4 hours of live streaming tomorrow, provided we can all talk. Thanks again for great coverage, Richard, and we'll see you in the morning. Thanks again, Taylor.
See you guys. Thanks, Ronnie. Thanks
Cheers,
for having
mate.
us.
Bye now.